Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. This is Michaela.
This is Peter.
We are back with Citizen Sleeper after a bit of a break. Last time we made the Shipmind, and we left it in a, what decision are we making? Are we giving it to the vending machine, or are we giving it to Ankhita? And I did decide Ankhita. It's like a conflicted choice, because in a lot of ways I do feel myself going, well, she's a person, so it feels more urgent, and the vending machine will wait. And it's like, yeah, but they're a consciousness in a machine, the same way that we are.
Are they not in more pain?
But also, Ankhita gave us the money that enabled us to get this.
See, to me, that's the moral thing. She gave us the money to buy it. The vending machine did not.
No, it probably will reward us afterwards. Same as I do feel quite bad for Ankhita, because it's like, it feels like she's kind of been sabotaged to have to stay here. So we got the Shipmind. Let's do it. Deliver Shipmind. Ankhita gave you a stack of chits so you could acquire a Shipmind for Amber. Better make sure to deliver it.
Shipmind delivered -1 Shipmind core. You drop the huge cylinder onto the mess room table. Ankhita can't hide her excitement.
Yeah. I see then there's a upgrade point. We completed the drive of getting her a Shipmind. We have one upgrade point available. Let's get rid of my minus.
Interesting choice.
Well, because it means I tend to never do those actions or not do them very well, because it is putting a minus against my dice, I think. But we can talk to Ankhita, stranded mercenary.
What voice does she have?
Like she was all business, but I think I mostly did it.
Oh, you did it. Oh, that's easier. You drop the Shipmind core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankhita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. That's not how you spell that.
Which bit?
She's been pouring.
Oh, like...
She's got liquid. She's ruining her documents on her slate.
Well, because I'm like, maybe that is the correct one. Cause
she has a cup of coffee.
More than one pour.
And she's spilling it.
Like P-O-R-E as well.
Yeah, that's what it should be. It should be P-O-R,
okay.
pouring.
Holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a Shipmind?
Wait a sec. P-O-R-E? That's like the pause of
That's
the
what I mean. Maybe that is the correct pour for pouring over a document.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly...
Pour over the newspaper. Oh no, that's worse.
Does that help?
Oh,
shall I read it out? Pouring over means to study or read something with intense focus and attention to detail.
So it shouldn't have the U.
No.
Okay.
Because pouring over, hang on. Pouring over is an incorrect phrase that most people use when they mean pouring over. The correct phrase, pour over, means the physical act of pouring a liquid over something.
Oh, there we go.
Very important that we stop and take our time out to explain that.
No, I'd rather... Holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a Shipmind?
She does what now? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth.
Well, shit, it might actually work.
She smiles wider than you've ever seen.
Where'd you get it?
Built it, bought it, trade secret.
I think we did end up building it once we figured out how to get the scrap to do the thing.
Okay, as long as she doesn't go, can I have my money back then?
I built it. Built it. Well, you are full of surprises.
Ankhita bangs on the galley wall.
Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new Shipmind.
The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankhita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankhita puts the Shipmind back on the table.
I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it.
She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate.
This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in.
She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen.
Take a look at this.
You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable.
I found them.
We've got found whomst, or the thieves.
I suppose, yeah, would we assume the thieves? Because the reason she's had to repair her ship is because she docked, her whole crew abandoned her, and everything was ripped out the ship. The thieves? Exactly. Well, thief, singular.
She points at a name on the list.
Or more specifically, Ashton Cade. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the Shipmind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle.
How do you know? Or Founder's Gap?
I mean, we know what the Founder's Gap is now. It's that thing we need
That's the gap.
to pay to get to cross, yeah. So how do you know? I know of some of the crew over at the ferry, old mercs, used to run in an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifests and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to ground.
She flexes.
He won't get far though. There's no real docks out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes.
So what now, or going after him?
Are you going after him, yeah? Not yet. First, I want to fit the Shipmind. But maybe you could help me out. I'm not sure how, or where's this going? Sure how. It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the wastes no one will ever find him. But you, Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not the stacks. He will have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton's like. You see him, you locate him. Ping me on this.
She hands you a comm earpiece.
Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay.
She shifts in her seat.
Thing is, I haven't got much left, so how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up. 200 cryo, nothing less.
Which is probably how we're supposed to get the money
Yeah.
to do the next thing.
What do you say?
She meets your eye.
Yeah, sure.
She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder.
Good. I owe you.
She lifts the Shipmind up onto her shoulder with worrying ease.
I'm gonna go get this fitted into Amber's call. You got any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know.
She goes to turn and then stops.
And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ankhita stops. Oop, let me try that
I
again.
could see why you said what you said.
Ankhita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the Shipmind leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again it seems the eye is full of surprises.
Yeah. And we did it. And yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't
You drive.
offer to help find Ashton. Ankhita wants you to help her locate the crew member who betrayed her, Ashton Cade. Because I feel like she already gave us all of her money the first time, and she keeps trusting us. They're doing the gruff thing, but she keeps trusting us. It's like, we're gonna go over there anyway, so yeah, we'll look for the guy. But do we now have a... Yes, it's now not 150, it's now just 100. We have no money either way, so that's gonna have to wait.
Ooh, pop back there.
Yeah. And then look at it.
It says, when you mention Ankhita, the Spacer selling passes smiles. They'll give you a discount on passage to the Greenway.
Nice.
And getting 100 is not that difficult.
No.
Although right now we have literally 0.
No, because we used it all last time to sort of get the scrap, get the parts, build the thing, and then hand it over. So it's like we kind of maxed ourselves out last time, knowing we would then just go to sleep. So, we don't need... Oh, I think we did the stabilizer last time. That's probably why our bar is so big. So let's just end the cycle and rest. There we go. We awake 5 dice rolls. So
some good rolls there as well.
We still need another Shipmind. I think we maxed out buying some scrap this time, so that's going to have to wait until there's more buying scrap regardless.
Or you can buy one outright, but it's expensive.
Well, there's gambling as well, I suppose.
Gambling?
3 parts for that. I'm just reminding myself what my options are.
You've got some stuff in your inventory too.
Yes. Feng we're still looking at. We had a clue finally from the lady that he's... Is it here? He's in the low end. And we are looking for Feng. I suppose we could go to the Tambor Tea House.
It is lighting up like a Christmas tree there.
We must have found it last time and didn't really realise that we could go to it. Yeah, I suppose because we're still... Oh, yes,
we have a new option.
Right, so Tambor Tea House, we've got tracking Havenage, so we can hand over Havenage data if we have any. Which I don't think we do. Forget how I actually like... Oh, I do have 2 Havenage data and they'll pay me for that. So is that money actually for doing the hacking stuff? Because so far it has felt like we don't have a reliable way to get money from hacking, so that might be good.
We'll do it now.
Yeah, okay.
You've heard that the Yatagan Enforcer base here has been paying low-end residents for information on Havenage movements.
Let's input the data. It's a repeatable action.
I don't think it's going to be for anything else either.
We got 10 cryo, and that's the neutral outcome.
That is pants.
The tea houses enforces signals for a hacker to come out for the upload. Their eyes widen as the data streams onto their system. The hacking one is interesting in that low dice rolls doesn't mean it's less chance for hacking. For hacking, you just have to match the number.
What, so you turn low dice rolls into
so you
money?
just feed them into the... And I might as well give them the other one as well. That'll be the same thing, probably.
Don't know, we might get a different neutral outcome.
Neutral outcome yet again. And then our other action, we can play a high-stakes game in the tablet room, which might gain us cryo but might lose us cryo. And we have a +1 to that.
It's risky, so it might make us hungry.
But we are going to hand in the gum box for now. You feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says, "Take me to Tambor," and this is the only Tambor you can find. We'll input Feng's gum box, but yes, there it has it there. Grinning penguin says, "Take me to Tambor."
Minus Feng's gum box?
Question mark. The waitress looks at you with suspicion as you hand over the box. Is this the right place? As you go to leave the Tambor Tea House, a hand falls on your shoulder.
Stranger!
No, that was
No,
Dragoles's.
I've already done one.
He was just kind of like, sleeper.
But he's hissing it.
I suppose.
Sleeper!
Feng hisses from behind you.
How did you find me?
The penguin, or Harden, has your hardware. I mean, the penguin.
Penguin? What are you...
He thinks for a second.
Oh, do you mean...
He mimes throwing gum in his mouth.
That wasn't meant for you specifically, but...
He cringes.
Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit.
This is how we're going to find out you promised to help us and you're no use at all. Feng guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Feng sees you looking around.
This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available.
He picks a booth easily fashioned from some old salvaged tank or container, lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively.
Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types? They don't usually come out this far.
Only you.
Huh, not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Harden has someone's ear.
He grins.
Doesn't bother me, though. It shows we hit a nerve back there.
He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over.
What are you drinking?
Let's look at the menu. Feng is right, the menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed without a price as a seasonal speciality.
So you ran into Harden. Was he pissed?
Feng doesn't wait for an answer.
That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin would approve of his meritocratic bullshit.
I mean, lots of the people at the top of organizations believe they deserve to be there, so yeah. He taps on the table.
If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens.
He sighs.
But I guess his kind run the place now.
A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns at the booth.
Your order?
A slate in hand. You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something.
You can have a girole, neat, a sambar attack, or a kelp infusion.
Oh, God.
Sorry, did I do her voice too soon there?
No, you're fine. I'm like, what are all... Sambar, Iraq, kelpin. Let's try the kelpin.
Oh, was it a rack? I think I said attack.
It's fine. It's a very strange arrangement of letters. Kelp infusion. She nods and notes it.
Can you?
She begins looking to Feng, but when she sees him, she suddenly stops.
Wait, who's saying what there?
The woman.
What the?
Feng shrinks a little.
You're supposed to be working. This is your shift.
He grins sheepishly. Let's stay out of it. No, I'll say you work here. You work here? Feng waves you to be quiet.
Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot.
Jenna looks between the two of you. We could wave, we could nod, or we could cough. Let's nod. Feng also starts nodding.
2 minutes.
Says Jenna, pointing at Feng.
And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is.
She gestures at the table and walks off.
What?
Feng stretches out in the booth.
You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus,
He leans in.
this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for.
Ooh. Who?
Remember that web of connections that Harden pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators, and if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the Eye, those are the people we have to find.
Feng is almost whispering now.
There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end, and well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another.
We ended up here eventually. I feel like this was a lead we missed that we should have seen sooner, but he brings a modified slate out onto the table.
I've set this up so that when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter.
Suddenly, a smile grows across his face.
Wait, I have an idea.
Feng, you haven't helped us once yet.
It's a bad idea.
What?
Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With 2 of us, we can cover more ground.
How?
Well,
Feng has a hang dog look. I don't know what that means. Hang dog. Like,
what is a
what's hanging
hang
dog?
dog? Look.
Thank you.
A hangdog look is an expression of sadness, guilt, or shame, where a person appears deflated, dejected, or unhappy.
He's doing puppy dog eyes.
Right. Where are we? We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Minji? Really Minji? Min guy? Needs some help with, I don't know how to say their name, but they need some help with deliveries.
Because we found the delivery place and we did it once. It's just a source of income. As in Minji Express.
So you already know him. Perfect.
Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. Receiver.
This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Min Guy, and soon enough we'll have the place covered.
Feng.
Don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips.
He grins.
We are in this together, right?
Are we?
Yes! You think Hardin is happy to have you wandering around the place? He might have let you wander off for now, but I'm sure he has his eye on you. This is on you, too.
Only because I agreed to help you in the first place. Feng, that's so shitty of you. No mention of disabling my tracker thus far. Feng slips his slate back under his clothes.
Just head on up to Min Guy Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data? Bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find.
Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Feng's eye. This is Feng first.
I don't think she's bringing your drinks.
He stands.
I think it's time we called this meeting to a close.
You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket.
See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe.
Feng adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. I didn't even get a drink! Cheap friends these are. So it's, Feng wants to use Hardin's associates to find proof of his past, present crimes. Locate Hardin's low-end agents, and yes, we do know where that is. It's just here. It's the noodle factory and delivery. So we have that as a thing to do. Actually, the tea house with the high risk +1. 24 cryo is the most I've seen that you can earn for a single action thus far. So that might be a place to spend our really good dice rolls. So we can work for the Yataghan, which that lady said we could, the one who's tracking the doctor. Rabia, yeah. We can work for her to get Yataghan's sort of loyalty,
closer,
I
yeah.
guess. We can use this to go up, because we still haven't finished that upper area. I still don't think we've actually finished the low end either. No, we're only about halfway to knowing all the things that are here. Let's learn a little more.
Oh, plus low ender. So if you get that twice, if you get a positive outcome, I suspect you can fill that in one go. So I'm just saying it might be worth using a 5.
Sometimes I do lose track of where the thing is. So this one, do you think?
Yeah, that'll just, won't that just do it? Because you've got enough cryo to play.
I assume we'll get 2 rather than 4. I mean, let's find out. Let's play tabla. The clatter of filter caps can be heard in every concourse. We have done this before. Yep, we got plus low ender and 3 cryo.
I was hoping it would.
Yeah.
So we gain cryo rather than lose cryo. That's interesting.
Yeah, because you are betting a little, but we're not really there for money. So we did just discover a new place. We have a new drive. Build your home. There's a derelict unit in the low end that remains unclaimed with lots of scrap and a little work.
It could be yours.
That's interesting. We need scrap for the most part to do the... Or is it that when we buy scrap we get a chance to get a mined
That's
part?
right, yeah.
So maybe any that we buy in the future we could use on this derelict unit.
I think we might need scrap also for... Was it fixing the still? for the bar? What did we need for
possibly, yeah.
Other than a
not the
fuck ton of
compressor,
time.
the other one. The overlook bar. No, I think that's just time.
Build the still.
Yeah. We have lots and lots and lots of to do. We can just examine this derelict unit.
How
as well.
about we get something to eat?
I can do.
No more rations for you.
Yeah, we can't do that there anymore.
We could eat a mushroom. There's a couple of places we can eat now, I think.
Yeah, I'm seeing what my options are. It's the tea house, as it points out. It's not really. We get food for doing this as well. Yes, you get energy for making
Okay,
noodles.
so would you rather just do that because that's part of the Feng thing?
No, I'm not sure. I'm just seeing what my options are.
Okie doke.
And then, because I think there was one up here, though we don't actually have them all yet.
Buy a spacer meal. The gimbal sells itself in its spinning sphere, which claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but they sell food.
That's more expensive than Memphis.
I think that's like restaurant-y food, right?
Yeah.
Going back to the rim. There's always the reliable that's not much cheaper than the restaurant. But we know it gives you 3 energy.
Yes. Right.
Food's actually fairly expensive.
I'm just going to look at the abandoned housing unit.
Knock yourself
it'll
out.
Probably give us some introductory text to it. So we can gather materials. This half-built unit looks long forgotten, a project that never made it with enough scrap. You might be able to seal it up. Scrap pile, so we need 4 bits of scrap for that. Okay. So that's a come back later.
Well, no, it's you can gather scrap there, can't you? Was that not the point?
No, yeah, I have to input.
Gather materials for an item?
I think I had some scrap.
Oh, okay. So what's that done? Have you not done it? What's going on? What's
I
happening?
couldn't tell whether I'd cancelled it or not because you were telling me I could do an action. Yes, I have and scrap. It wants me to input and scrap.
Okay, and then that puts it in the scrap pile. That's sort of makes sense, yeah. It's in the scrap pile.
He took the scrap into the shattered interior. It's hard to imagine this place as a home, but it can't be worse than a container. Because we no longer need to give the scrap to the Arctic Strange, because I was doing that to get up the loyalty at the bottom.
So that we could use
so that we could
yeah.
then use the manufacturer thing there, which we can now, no matter what. So, what am I doing?
I don't know. What does Bliss want you to do for her?
Oh, she was the lady we found up top of the tower. And we did a little work for her, and then she said, if you can ever get into come back with 100 cryo, you
It's
can
just money
invest as a business partner. And then I assume you slowly gain money off of her. But we need money for so many things at the minute. So I'm going to do the hack card.
Oh my god, it's realistic.
What?
You need money to do everything.
You do need money to do everything, because that was sort of what we were doing at first. Like, Feng was one of our earliest missions, so...
Yeah, do you remember when he got rid of the tracker?
Admittedly, yes. And we have a +1 to engage, so it is a little risky. We need to do this 6 times. So if I do that, yeah, that makes it a 3, because I have +1. Are they always?
Is it just money you get for doing that rather than... We'll have to deliver noodles to half of the low end. So we don't manufacture, we deliver.
Yes, and that's gonna...
But we do get money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tips are small, but a welcome bonus. Somehow you find all the units you are supposed to be delivering to, but not without cutting back on yourself multiple times. We got the 1 ticker and a little bit of cryo. Let's try a low dice as well. Neutral plus 9 cryo.
Plus Spence targets, grand.
It's the same text.
Have to spend our dice somewhere. Are they all going to be here today?
They might be, actually. That's the neutral outcome again.
And then we're definitely going to get a positive outcome if we spend a 5.
You'd hope so.
We get 2 Feng's
Yeah, we got
targets.
the positive that time. A shortcut across the bridgeway means 3 happy customers and 3 big tips. You start to understand the makeshift unit markings. So we are now up to 50 cryo, which is fantastic.
Also, that made me realise why we don't bother buying food anymore. We got energy every time we succeeded.
Oh, did
So
we?
that would have given us the
It
all
doesn't
of the
really
energy we need. I
tell
forgot.
us each time. Yeah, maybe we should do our actions
It's
first.
been a while.
So we can finish that tomorrow. I can't buy anything from you.
Because we do have 51 cryo, which is actually not bad.
No, not when we want to buy a shipmind for 3. Especially because this feels a little bit more attainable now that it's only 100.
Yes, what's that tin of tuna in our inventory there?
That's a shipmind fragment.
Oh, got
We did
another one
get
already?
one more, yeah, from the scrap. We had enough to build 1 shipmind and we had 1 piece of scrap. So let's go to bed again. I think we'll still be good to just end it. The cycle in a regular
We'll
manner.
probably still get 5, to be honest.
Yep, 5 dice. An okay amount of, yeah. So there'll be a new freighter next time and they'll be gone next time. I guess let's just finish this off. I'll keep the 1 because I can probably just use that for hacking.
So we're going to get definitely a positive or a neutral.
Well, what is that?
That gives us a 50% neutral, 50% negative.
Yeah. Let's do our last delivery for now. Yeah, we got a positive, plus 13 cryo.
Which means we've got too much Feng's targets, so we've found extra people for him to try and be angry
I
at.
suppose, yes. But yeah, there we go, we did it.
Sleeper!
You see Feng coming up to the corridor as you step out of Minji's, the kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously.
I don't have long, take these.
Feng palms you a couple of those metal, thumbnail-sized drives, ripper worms.
Oh, I've had that before. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems your delivery shifts had turned up our 2 targets.
He squeezes your shoulder.
I knew you could do it. Now we nail those snakes.
What do we do?
Harden's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on both of them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the ripper worms in those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored on Harden's shadow network. He smiles.
He smiles.
Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there.
You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Minji. You turn for a second and when you look back, Feng is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny ripperworm drives in your pocket and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Feng for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. Don't say that, game.
It's worm slotting time.
Never say that. But yes, we now have hack Harden's network, locate Harden's low-end agents. So
Now,
does
you've
that
got a
mean
5, so that might be a good idea.
Ah.
Oh, no, it's one of those ones. So it'll be the one with the yellow, yeah?
Yes, it's so we just have to see if we can match the number. It's a 5 or it's a 3. We can't match the number this time. It just says no. Is there only 1? No, there's 2. Okay. What do you want? A 6 or a 4? So we can do this one. The security protocol on this agent are serious stuff. What are Harden's collaborators up to? Let's input the unfortunately quite high dice roll and extract the data. Neutral outcome. Harden agent port unlocked. Okay. Oh.
Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you.
Entity, submit.
Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision.
Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you.
In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out into the void beyond. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape.
Let's strike.
You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realise you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous.
Yes, I was a little worried about that. Can we still do this, though? There is the access port. We'll slot a Ripperworm. Slotting the Ripperworm means a whole load of data on Harden's activities for Fang. Let's input it. The worm begins tearing through the data cache, spinning out a thread to Fang's terminal. And then we will have to come back and see what dice that wants tomorrow. So we're
Can
having...
we not just use a 6? Because it's a
No,
plus 1.
it does not allow you to... It has to be exact numbers only, I'm afraid. It doesn't even let me stick it in
Oh, the
there.
plus 1 just means you get to try 2 different dice.
Yeah. If I
right.
didn't have Intuit or whatever it actually is, it wouldn't be allowed at all.
Yeah, if you feel like you're really into it.
Yes, that was part of the needing to do the free Neovend. Is that they need a shipmind and then they're going to stop Hunter. And Hunter's thing ticks over every time we do too many actions in this region.
So maybe lay off the hackering, at least.
I should
Don't
be able
fill it.
to get away with doing, Fang's thing. I suppose, what next? I could just try and get some more money from the tea house. Yeah, let's try that really risky gambling. It's the tablet room in the town bar houses some of the best players in the low end. This is serious, high stakes only play. Well, we're going to use our serious high stakes number. And get 24 cryo.
Nice. You hit a stride of good games, amassing a solid stack of chits. In your final game, a decisive defeat, the other player applauds.
Thank you. And then that way we...
Woo.
Because that's the best single way to make money so far as I can tell. Try risk. It's 50-50.
What happens if you lose? Do you just lose a bit of money?
Yeah.
Go for it. What else are you going to use them for?
Negative outcome. A child explains you are going the wrong way. You lose the round and the cryo. I am sad. Oh, we got the neutral one at least.
Oh, we only got one low ender though.
So we should be able to finish the low end fully soon enough.
I didn't realise neutral was +1.
Would you say we should eat? Oh,
No.
don't think we should.
No.
And then tomorrow we'll see if we can finish some other things up, get the other bit of data. No, slot the other worm, that's it. Oof, we are now at 3 dice.
But didn't we get 5 last time?
Yeah.
How did that go down so far?
It does feel like it hits a point where it's like, no, you only get 3 dice from now on. So there's this.
I suppose we can use a stabilizer next time. We do still have one. What's wrong?
I suppose I thought there was going to be a new one when that ticked over. That must have just been ticking over for leaving then. Oh well, either way. Right.
Well, that's the one for buying shipmind parts anyway. I don't think we can quite afford that.
Where's the other? Right, is it still 5 and 3? We got the 3. You remember the guy who lived here? He didn't tip. Time for him to see the consequences. bypass and extract the data. The agent port was unlocked. No, I didn't think that's where my cursor was. It had an agent port.
You gonna slot a ripple worm? My favourite hobby. The worm makes a little nest among the agent's data. Enjoy your stay, little friend.
That is that for now. We have a little bit more conversation with Feng. As you walk into the town bar, you quickly spot Feng arguing with Jenna.
Approach!
Let's approach. You come up behind Feng and he turns and notices you. Jenna stops mid-tirade as you arrive. She turns to you.
You again? You here to vouch for this layabout?
I am. She laughs.
Well, well, and what are you two up to?
Feng winks at you and interjects.
It's like I told you, Jenna. I'm helping them out, getting them settled, sorting their life out. They are a sleeper. You know what that means?
Jenna softens. She looks a little embarrassed.
Of course I know.
She stops to think.
Look, Feng, I get it. You are trying to help, but if you want to keep this job, you are going to need to be a bit more reliable.
Feng nods solemnly.
Won't happen again, Jenna. I promise.
She looks suspiciously between the two of you.
Okay then.
She turns to you.
And look, I didn't mean to... Just be cool, all right?
She turns and walks back to the bar.
Well, well. Didn't know you'd stand up for me, sleeper.
You certainly don't deserve it. Feng claps you on the back.
I appreciate the solidarity in return for me disabling that tracker I disabled earlier, right?
He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light.
Now let's take a look at what you're really here for.
Disabling my tracker. The slate is a whirring mess of code streams coming direct from the Ripperworm as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Feng scrolls the display with a finger.
A lot of junk, a lot of dull as hell message threads, a lot of tedious data caches, but
Feng's eyes flash.
definitely some good stuff.
He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands it.
Check out this.
Feng shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below.
Conway.
Feng says.
He's working with Conway.
We can go Conway ? And Conway Extractions, right? That's Conway ? I'm not sure we have heard that before, right?
No, I don't think so. Conway Extractions. They are an automated extraction corporation, the biggest. They run drone mining, colony reclamation, massive salvage jobs.
So the higher-ups are still looking to sell everyone out.
Yeah, he's been speaking with them, personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted.
He rubs his head.
Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it.
He scrolls some more.
Wait, what's this? A wasteland reclamation facility? Right here on the eye?
He glances at you.
What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes?
The wastes?
It's the section of the eye Erlin couldn't reclaim. It was too damaged, too cut off. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now, so the only way is the long way. Round the rim, past the greenway.
Another thing past the greenway.
Another thing.
Shows you on his slate.
Right?
Feng looks away, thinking.
Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago, moved everyone out, reclaimed the whole rock.
What's their angle?
Harden has to be offering them something.
Feng looks back at the screen.
But if Harden is involved in it, then we need to check it out. Simple as that.
Oh, Feng. So what's next?
Well, it certainly isn't turning off that tracker, that's for certain.
Feng stares out into the middle distance.
We have to get to that facility, the answer to whatever Harden has been prepping. been planning has to be there, and we are going to catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the Greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet.
Feng squeezes your shoulder.
Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either. But I'm going to need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together.
He turns the slate around to you, showing a mass of scrolling code.
I've been working on fixing my brakes.
He winks. Feng grins widely.
Now I've got to go ask for some time off from Jenna. Wish me luck.
Surely she'd just fire you. He waves as he walks back to the bar where Jenna is standing, a look of deep exhaustion in her eyes.
Yeah.
We completed another drive.
Oh, that's stuff on my throat.
You don't have to do voices, to be fair. And we now have a new drive. Crack
Conway.
Feng has located a Conway facility buried deep in the wastes. He needs your help to crack it and expose Harden. That's another thing that's pushing us ever upwards.
We have so many drives.
We do, yes. Is there anything else I want? I don't think there is anything
One upgrade
else.
point. You might want to wait until you got more.
Yeah, I'm like, I could finally get my +2.
No, you can't, because you don't have 3 points. You'd have to save up. If you want to spend your 1 point, it's on those +1s or the Endure sort of descriptive one.
Let's save it for now. So we have 2 low dice.
You could do some more hacking. You can buy more scrap now.
No, it's saying I can lug stuff around.
Stay docked for as many cycles as it takes to offload its haulage of scrap.
Scrap's only on the left. They're just leaving next
Okay.
time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We can hope for a better, yeah.
I'm more thinking along the lines of how can we get closer to having more hive mind stuff.
I suppose.
But you're probably
yeah.
also thinking, how can you get more money?
I'm going to use this too to hopefully finish the low end.
Okay, let's give it a go.
We got the neutral outcome. We got that final +1 low ender. So that's done.
Does it
There is
open
something
anything?
new. Yes. So that has opened Caster, Curious Data Fence. You cross between 2 walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the centre of the low end. The pressurized bridge is full of the clack of Tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters.
Is this a new character?
Yes, this is the low-end data fence Caster.
Okay, the Resident Evil 4's guy. Stranger, him. Sleeper.
You turn to see a man sitting at a Tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around.
Sit.
He gestures to the
That's what he says.
stool on the opposite side of the table.
Sorry, I came in hot there.
Sit.
You're allowed to come in hot. You're hot. Let's
Thank you.
sit.
I do try.
You sit at the metal stool and he starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter caps the low-enders typically use in their place.
Caster.
He says by way of introduction, looking over his glasses.
Night or day.
He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed white and black. Ooh, are you supposed to be white or black in chess?
Is it white one that goes first?
I forget, I had very little interest in chess.
It's a rubbish game.
Dane. He rotates the board so the white caps are in front of you.
Ooh, let's begin.
You take a plastic die each, pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts.
Oh, you roll anyway.
Caster rolls a 6. You roll a 4.
I lead.
He smiles and begins to move his first cap precisely along the board. Player passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Caster speaks, eyes not leaving the caps.
it's unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you.
You take your turn rolling a 5 and a 6.
Carefully or
Let's
aggressively?
play carefully. We should be careful.
After all, the sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean.
As Castor talks, you build up a wall of caps, stacking them safely across the board. Progress is slow, but you remain unexposed.
I don't mean to offend you.
Castor meets your eye.
I merely see that you are by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What's been added?
He slides a single cap onto an open point. A risk and an opportunity.
This is definitely too similar to another voice I've done.
He hands you the dice.
Do you ever think about this, sleeper? And what you were before and what you are now?
I mean, do you, don't we? We thought about our body when we woke up. But to a certain extent, no, we're kind of dealing with it surviving now. Never. You roll a double 6 and slide your caps out of danger. Castor sucks his teeth.
The running game, I understand. Why look back when you can look forward?
He rolls the dice and strikes your exposed cap, sending it back to the beginning.
But there are limits, sleeper. We all come from somewhere, you more than any of us. The past you is not just an idea, a concept for you. It's a living, breathing person.
He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide.
You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives unaware of your fate, no matter what it may be.
He hands you the dice, smiling.
You're a branch severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak.
You roll again under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Castor's before he solidifies control of the game.
So other than what you're buying, what am I curious about is how you see yourself in all of this.
Castor asks.
What does this tangle of truths make you? Free, doomed, or driven?
I mean, I feel like we just want to be free. That was the whole, we want to escape, free.
Yes.
Castor looks away through the glass to the crowded units on all sides.
I can see that. Your life as an escapee was never meant to happen, yet here we are.
He starts removing caps, his home board now full.
Your life is an offshoot. It can go anywhere from here.
You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Castor clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while.
I feel I may have pushed too far.
He slides another cap from the board.
I apologise. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me.
You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Casper clasps his hands apologetically.
You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game.
He smiles warmly.
We have much to learn from each other.
He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back.
I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data.
His eyes glint with that last word.
To our mutual benefit.
He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, let's see.
Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
He holds up his palms.
My intention is only to help you endure here. And if I'm able, feed my curiosities.
The game over, you notice the bustle of the walkway once more. The call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave, Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. I'm not sure I'm much into the,
Data fencer.
chess in the park, high minds, blah, 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 blah. But yes, Castor's table, it's a data fence.
Oh, I don't like the whole thing where it's
table.
like, oh, chess, that's the intelligence, the thinking man's game.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's more of a... I mean, for a start, the graphics are terrible. But it's more of a memorizing plays and thinking ahead. And it's like, not fun. And I don't even think it's deserves its reputation as, ooh, thinking man's game.
So we can do Havenage protocols and input 5 Havenage data and get something. Or we can do Yatagan business and input 5 Yatagan data. So is this another place to put lots of data if we ever get it? And then presumably we'll get
That's
stuff
annoying
for
because we were
doing
selling
that.
it, but is it different data? It's Yatagan and what was the other one?
Havenage
Yatagan
as
and
well, yeah.
Havenage.
Because the
Does he pay
the
money for it? I don't quite
tea
understand what it was.
the tea house only wants Havenage data, admittedly. So yes, Caster's thing seems to be any data.
So I take it then the point... Oh, he gives you a vial of stabilizer for 5 Yatagan. And what does he give you for the Havenage? He gives you... Shipmind. Not a Shipmind part.
Okay.
So no, I can see why you getting rid of those 2 Havenage datas when you were 3 away from a hive mind. That's insane. But then you don't know what's going to come up until it comes up, you know?
We don't, admittedly, and that was only because we finally managed to finish the low end. So you need a 2 and a 3.
Plus you don't want to do too much out here anyway.
Yes, not until we can get another hive mind. Yes, we have 1 tick over on the hunter again.
But that does sound like it's going to be resolved, but it's going to take days.
Yes, admittedly. I
For the
suppose what
thing
should I
pay
do
off.
with my single, my
Make some money.
1? Make some money.
Hang on. What does it take to build the still? Maybe you sort of need to work out what you're doing in the meantime. Are you building a still? Are you trying to get... I mean, you need scrap either way, and I don't think you can get any anyway.
Yeah, we're waiting for things to tick over for scrap.
What work for Rabia could you do?
It's this one at the offices here, Rabia's office. We can patrol, which is risky, or we can collect tithes, which is also risky. And eventually we would become a Yatagan insider. We can get scrap for the right one, and we can get energy for the left one.
That's going to take so long. That's like the still. That really is a do this in your spare time
It's a
thing.
big commitment. And then Emphas and Ashton and Conway are all in the green end. That's all just about getting across to the green end.
Right.
I feel like the Overlook was also one of our oldest ones, so I might just see if I can do that in the interim. Does this have... Will this go down?
I mean, you can be in the rim, yeah. You said in the interim. You can move anywhere you want there. It's like a joke.
No, you're fine. That might be neutral.
What's the downside? You lose some energy.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it, let's give it a go.
Fucking it.
Yep, we got the neutral, we got a +1. Fitting the coil into the still proves tricky, but you managed to figure out a progress. You just hope the finished thing works. And that's it for that for now. We do need to eat a little. So let's do that. And I'll probably do 1 more night before taking... Oh, no, that's just my tracker for the thing. Probably do 1 more night without taking our last stabilizer that we have.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 dices. So we want Havenage data, I guess. For that Shipmind. You want a 2 or a 3. You want a 2 or a 3, so we can do both of those. Actually. Can't bring up my character thing. Is that just because I'm...
You can't seem to do it there now.
Oh,
you can
there
now.
we go now.
There we go.
So I do have the double data thing already.
What's
I
the
must
thing
have
which
bought it
gives
at
you
some
energy?
point. The photosynthetic skin?
No, the other one that gives you energy. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. So it has to be a specific one. It's Thrill Seeker at the bottom.
Two Havenage member broadcasting to the open network, leaving them open to data extraction. We got cryo, we got double data. We'll do the second one that's available. We'll do the 3. There we go. 1 data, but it's double data? Yes. Right.
Double data.
So that's the last Havenage agent available right now. We got double data, so if I can do 1 more next time, I could get another Shipmind and I can finish Neovend.
Yes.
And I have 1 good
It just seems weird that it just goes a whole Shipmind.
Admittedly, but
rather
it's
than
like
part.
it took a while for us to get to that point, yeah. Let's do the bar. We'll do it as... do that as a +1. Engineer. Let's get that +1. Just so they're a little easier to do. Right. Now we only get a positives there because it's the +1. Build the still. Yes, +2.
Tala comes to help you for a bit and chats to you about her plans for the Overlook. A second pair of hands makes the work go easier.
Yeah, we got the positive time. I
think we've seen that before, but...
Yeah.
So, we have no dice.
Yes.
We're fairly fading. Don't know if we need to really eat. It feels like we shouldn't until we're sure we're not going to do any of those actions which get it back. And sleeping, I think, only takes away 2. So maybe go to sleep and take a pill?
The stabilizer.
Yeah.
Do you saying I should do that?
I don't know. What do you think?
Because I'll still get 3 well, maybe I won't get 3 next time. I don't actually know.
How many do you lose a night? It told us earlier.
The hunger one, too.
-2 energy, -1 condition. It felt like we lost a lot more than 2 energy last time. Because we went from 5 to 3 dice, didn't we? Or am I going mad and we didn't?
I suppose is it in line with both of them that we got? You know what, I'm just going to give it a go. Let's just see what happens. So I still got 3 that time. And I think we'll only get 2 next time, so that will be the time to take the injection.
Okay.
Can I do any Havenage agents? Or is that all of them? Ah. So that's a 3 or a 2, so no. There's really only 1. That's a shame. I was hoping to get the other one for... What's the kilo do again? Okay. No hacking this time then. That's a shame. We get the Tala one again because we've got a positive.
Yeah, you seem more interested in this now.
I figured I'd finish it up because it's also been hanging around for a while.
Should get you 2 more.
So we should also be able to finish that next time. We really do need to eat now.
Didn't know if you wanted to try the new restaurant in case it gives you +4.
Nope, wrong thing.
So we are going to use it this time.
Yes, regular dose of stabilizer. We will actively decay. We feel the stabilizer fizzing inside us. The artificial muscles cramping in sequence. So that was our last one. We do have the 5 dice again.
Grand. Possibly do some hacking as well, although we are at 3. Should we check to see if Feng isn't done yet?
We're meeting Feng in the garden. I'm just... Why isn't the text appearing for these triangle guys? That is a Havenage agent, so that's a 2 or a 3.
Another Havenage agent.
2 or a 3. Either of these will do it.
Oh, what we're hacking these guys for?
To get that 5th bit of data, and then I can get a shipment.
Oh geez, you're at 4 already.
I have the
When did that
I
happen?
have the interface double data perk. I always forget I have it. So that'll actually take us up to 6, which is more than we need. Yes, we have the icebreaker perk. Yeah, the interface doesn't always show you the things. Yeah, icebreaker. Agent nodes give double data.
Right.
Because that was the one that we actually picked specifically. Caster's table. Nope.
Caster's tape.
It's because the interface in a lot of ways is set up for a PC.
What are the old guard up to these days, I wonder? I have a shipmind for you if you'll indulge my curiosity. Oh, I should have read it in his voice. What are the old guard up to these days, I wonder? I have a shipmind for you if you'll indulge my curiosity.
We do. Let's input 5 Havenage data.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted there because it went -5, and I'm like, what? No, we're spending 5, Peter,
minus
it's fine.
5 data. And we got the shipmind. Are you going to read it out in his voice as well?
I appreciate what you've presented, but I have nothing more to offer.
And then we could do data, Yadigan data, if we have nothing to do another time. But we do have a shipmind core. I'm going to go and chuck it into Neovend.
Cool.
And then stop this hunter chasing us. Neovend wants to be smuggled out of the dock, and to do that you'll need to provide a full shipmind ready for imprinting. Let's do it.
Neovend is ready to attempt imprinting. They want you to help.
Yep, here we are. Neovend, the mysterious machine. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin.
Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take.
Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted.
You won't be able to speak? Or what's the plan?
What's the plan?
The servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety clear.
First, imprint shipmind. Then slot imprinted shipmind into physical ports close to hunter nests. Once slotted, will track hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot shipmind at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer.
Sounds simple, and killer will... Well, what do you think?
Yes, we discussed this last time. We are going to essentially give it a... Oh, what's the thing where it's something you can't, like... It's like
Are you
a
saying
contradiction?
paradox?
Like paradox, yes. And then, yes, it's going to end itself.
Nature abhors
It's,
a paradox.
Computer things shouldn't be sentient, but it is clearly sentient.
The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares.
Physical ports likely sealed in old station. Will need keys, but yes, simple.
The vending machine rocks a little.
Any questions before imprinting?
Why slot you physically? What's the core nest? That's it, let's start.
What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self. Linked to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there. And then why slot you physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately.
The lights flicker.
I'm not like you, hybrid. I'm native to cloud. Easy prey. Let's do it. Let's start.
The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screechers rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind.
Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck.
In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms align with the Shipmind, clunkily scraping against it. Can I help or good luck? Can I help?
Good luck.
Okay. The metal creaks as the servos open the Shipmind, its layers of silicon nested like an onion skin. Or a parfait. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person, and in what ways are you something new? You know this much. You are a convenient loophole, a way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where would the limits lie? The screeching stops, the machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the Shipmind is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into.
There we go. We completed our drive, and we have a new drive, which is deal with Hunter. Hunter is constantly tracking you, but with Neovend's help, you may be able to deal with this rogue protocol.
And we're going to do it quicker than Feng.
Slot imprinted Shipmind at nest. Well, our other tracker is for S and ARP to track us. Hunter is just something that's living in Erlen's eye. And yes, we have the imprinted Shipmind. A Shipmind imprinted with the entity from the Neovend machine. I am gonna take this moment to finish building the still. Can I do that with this one? That's risky, but I only need a neutral, right? What do you think, or should I use the 5? All my other rolls are really high, so...
No, go for that.
We're cutting
If it
down
fails, you lose 1 energy. It's not that big a deal.
the tank and turning it into a still. Let's do it. That was the neutral outcome. Fitting the coil into the still proves tricky, but you managed to figure out a process. You just hope the finished thing works. Yes, we have a new encounter with Tala.
Yes, let's see if it still works.
Overlook owner. Tala stands back from the newly finished still and tub, hands on hips.
Look at this!
She grins.
The Overlook Distillery in all its glory.
She squeezes you around the shoulders.
Thank you.
House sourcing ingredients, or what next? What next?
There is an issue.
Tell me.
Well, Girol the drink, as you've probably guessed, is named after Girol the mushroom. That's what gives it that golden colour and earthly taste. The alcohol is infused with the mushrooms. I'm going to make it more French, along with the mix of spices. That means you need Girol caps to make Girol, but no one wants to supply us. The distilleries on the Greenway are taking all the stock from the farms out there, so it's hard to get a single cap across Founder's Gap.
Are you another person who needs us to go to the Greenway?
However, I have an idea.
She smiles.
We can garage your old caps here.
Oh, that would be really useful, actually. Are you sure?
Oh, she gestures.
Oh, she gestures at the increasingly equipment-filled back room. Are you sure?
Totally sure.
Tala puts a hand on the still.
We made a still. We set all this up. How hard can growing mushrooms be? They don't need light, they barely need soil. We can do this.
She pauses.
Or at least we could if we had something to grow them from.
Like spores. Or I say where this is going, like spores.
Exactement.
Suddenly you feel like you've walked into a trap.
And you are the perfect person to get me these spores.
She nods rapidly.
Think about it. You built the still. You are great with plants. You know the eye like the back of your hand. Need I go on?
Are you flattering me?
If it's working, then yes.
She grins sheepishly.
Look, I can't leave the bar and the other people picking up shifts.
She grimaces.
I'm saying it has to be you.
Fine.
Wonderful. You'll love it over on the Greenway, I think. All that fresh air, open space.
She sees your expression.
Okay, I'm done.
She turns back to look at the still and the fledgling distillery forming around it.
It really is something, though, isn't it?
And want to or not, you really have to agree. Yes, I'd very happily have to only get a little bit of spores and then have her grow all the mushrooms that Emphas wants. So yes, we have the new thing. We need spores.
Spores for Tala.
For Tala. Tala wants to set up a mushroom farm to feed the distillery. All she needs from you are some spores to start it off. And then the homegrown mushroom farm needs 3 ticks to tick over.
How many upgrades points have we got? Because we just did another drive, didn't we?
We did, yes. So we have 1 point. Because I keep spending them to be good at things and not waiting until I've got 2.
Yeah.
It was really handy.
Perfectly valid way of doing it.
Yeah. So I suppose, I can do more things. Let's be an obsessive haggler. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. No, I can't afford. Don't show me them if I can't afford them.
It shows you everything.
I am sad.
Although it would be nice if it gave some highlighting for what you could afford.
Yeah.
No, you'll have to wait if you want those. You are but 1 scant upgrade point away, and I get the feeling that we're going to get one when we complete the next thing anyway. We also have the scrap ship is back, I'm assuming? Is that what that is?
1 sec. So.
Oh, 1 sec.
Tala wants even more help to improve the overlook, but we can't do that again until we can cross the way. So I was going to deal with Hunter constantly tracking you. But ships, did we say? No, that's got to tick over and that's got to tick over.
Oh, what am I looking at? That's south of where, but what's that one? Drone Bay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, so this is here still. So we could do that. A sealed hunter nest. An old Solheim drone bay sits behind a magalock. You put your ear to the door and hear an erratic whirring inside. So we need a key.
An encrypted key.
How did I get those again?
In the other dimension, there's key nodes, isn't there?
Is it key
Is that not what those are?
nodes?
You are 2 away from hunting.
Why can't I select that other one?
I'm assuming it's grayed out because you've done it.
I guess
Is that not how that
maybe.
works?
Yes, we have keynode 0831. A lone connection. We can't do that because it's either a 1 or a 3. Nothing else will actually let us input. Are there any other keynotes? This one's 1 or 2. 1 or 3.
What about upstairs?
I can't get upstairs.
Of course you can.
Oh, like I didn't assume, admittedly, that there were anything up here in the other view, but... No, okay. This one's a 4 or a 3. That's still too much.
I don't know why it does that either.
I could do this one.
This node is connected to a remote array and it buzzes as it picks up the drive signatures of passing ships. Oh, you're using your 6 though?
Yeah.
What's the other one before you hit it? Or have you already hit it?
It's down.
Never mind, too late.
The dice is gone.
Extract the data.
Extract the data.
Then we'll look at the other one and we'll find out it's a 5.
Oh, that font over the black is not good, but we got an encrypted key, I believe.
Font over the black?
Yeah, there was actually black font over the black space. Then we couldn't quite read it. Oh, it was a 5 as well.
No.
Oh well, we did it. We got the key. Let's go. Because I'm like, did we fully explore here? We must have.
I mean, just pop in and have a look and see what you can do.
Who wants 100 cryo? This is the food one.
Space meal.
And then there's the sleep pods. So yeah, we must have fully exhausted exploring here as well. Whoosh.
Yeah, let's go back to the rim.
Right, drone bay. Input the key. Let's go. The maglock opens, leaving the door free. You'll be able to investigate the nest now. Yes, we have the isolated nest, hunter data cache. In the bay, a whirring drone lies on its side like a beached whale. It must be the nest. Time to find an open fort.
What's that do? Hunter hunted. This is one of 3 nests that once slotted with Neovend's Shipmind will lead you to the hunter's central data cache. So it's not a quick thing either.
No, we're having to follow a trail of breadcrumbs, essentially. The drone is quiet, its belly full of cables spilled out across the floor. The nest is empty.
Action unavailable.
Yeah, that's got to tick over. So is there any other ones, or do we have to wait until that tells us where the next one is? No, we also have a server unit, a sealed hunter nest. Oh, I need another encrypted key.
Unlock server unit.
I mean, we can go get it by doing that 5, so...
Yeah, why not? This node is part of a Solheim ship's internal systems, welded to the hub as a makeshift dwelling.
Let's bypass and extract. Yeah, see there's some black text above that you can't really read.
A glint, like a light travelling along the edge of a wave, fills your eyes. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets slipping towards you in silence. You freeze, hoping it will pass you by, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears, slides past you. Almost. It nicks you, grazes you. You are desperate to cry out, to call out. But you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. Then the blade winks into the dark and you are alone again. Now you cry out. Ah! That hurt.
Yes, that did.
You seem to say.
Hurt us a little.
Tiny, tiny, tiny bit of health, yeah.
But we can do this second one, which is here, server unit.
Well, I can read the rest of it. A mad tangle of wires as thick as your arm crowd around a server unit, sealed shut by a maglock. This must be the place.
Let's input another encrypted key and start the action.
The maglock pops open and falls away from the unit. You will now be able to enter.
Yeah, we can enter the tangled nest. Among the web of cables, you find a free pod compatible with the Shipmind. It's all Neovend from here. The server lies silent, their data cache is cleared. Nothing left to do at this nest.
And what did Hunted say? Sorry? 1 of 3. Oh, right.
It's the same thing, yeah, we're just taking it over. So the final one is here at the atrium. We need another encrypted key. I'm not sure we can actually get one.
Nope.
So that's going to wait until next time. So we will use our action to get money. We
Money.
have a really good dice roll left, so we'll do the risky thing.
Money.
Not that one, that one.
Positive.
We hit a stride of good games. The other player applauds. We get 24 cryo. And then we do need to eat.
Do we?
Yes, yeah. But our eating doesn't take as much money as we won. So I'm happy to do that. We're full up and full up. Let's see what dice we get tomorrow. Ooh, 5 dice. Oh.
Who's this guy?
He's the bounty hunter.
What did he sound like? Oh, he sounded a bit like the other character I've just done. You miss me?
Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you.
Walk away out, no.
I won't let me select no, oddly.
Now, is that a bug or...
No, I'll walk away.
Let me quickly look that up just to make sure that that's not just a weird... I'm not really getting any hits. It's just we've never had it happen before that we can't select an answer. Or if you just hold down...
I could probably get away with tapping it as soon as it's over. No. Damn it. I didn't quite do it. Ethan follows along and you notice he is limping.
Come on, Sleeper. Just a little joke. I know you have a sense of humour.
You look at him. He's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth.
That's no way to greet an old friend.
Now I can do it, is the thing. Now it's behaving. Yes, this is the guy who we paid his bar tab once and then no one liked him, so no one defended him. And then the contract on us actually expired anyway.
Yes.
Friend or get lost? Friend?
Well.
He pauses.
Colleague?
He smiles weakly. We spent like 60 cryo on you. You can fuck off.
This is big. Really big stuff about you.
He seems more jittery than usual, on edge.
You remember how SNR cancelled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect?
I remember.
Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything, but let's not worry about that.
He smiles sarcastically.
And so what did you think? That was it?
I was glad to be done with you.
Oh, the feeling was mutual, except...
Ethan leaves a dramatic pause.
What if old SNR gave a bounty to someone else? Someone who was even more of a shithead than yours truly?
He smiles darkly.
What a disaster that would be.
I'm not sure I believe you. He's going like, I'll protect you from them, I'm guessing, right?
Probably, yeah.
Who? Ethan grins.
That's the question, innit?
Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper.
I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues, about what went down. And it turns out SNR cancelled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. It seems they've brought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well on their last contract that they got offered a job.
He leans in.
Apparently, he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. It was smuggling sleepers out from under SNR's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship.
Ethan whistles.
I don't know what that means. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something.
He gives up looking for the paper.
I forget.
Do you mean the winter light?
That's it.
He looks at you hard.
So you you do know about all this, then...
We do already, is the thing. He pats you on the shoulder.
Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you.
Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair.
Given this new information I've brought to light, it seems like you are in need of protection.
I'm not paying you anything.
Easy, I'll get to that.
He looks down the corridor.
I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we went there, the owners, and they said they'd space me unless I work off the debt.
Yeah, you'd probably deserve that.
Seems they are that kind of businessman.
He grimaces.
I would pay them, but...
He shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Admittedly, we've done quite well to get stuff that we've got. You can find work, Ethan. Work it off.
You should be glad.
The anger rising in him now.
That I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You were a contractor, name on a list.
He kicks the wall.
Bloody wall.
He rubs his temples.
I'm sorry.
He hisses.
I'm sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking that thick scallios.
He sighs.
You think I want to go up against this guy? But us.
He jabs a finger between the two of you.
We don't have a choice. So you can keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal.
He looks at you.
I'm not asking for a favour.
You are asking for a favour.
I'm asking for a favour.
Yeah. I'll think about it. Ethan nods.
I'm at the compressor. Every cycle. Working.
He pauses.
Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed S&R shit on his way here from the core systems.
He smiles.
That should give you the motivation you need.
Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder.
Can't wait to be working with you.
He shouts. We got a new drive discovered. Gain Ethan's protection. Somehow you are once again helping Ethan. This time he has offered his protection if you help clear his debt. I'm not sure we're going to worry about that too much right now. Where's my thing? I'll deal with Hunter. We're still waiting for cycles to tick over for those two. Where is the compressor? Here it is. The Chaotic Bright Market Club. Just working here will work off his debt. So we can work the back with Endure, which we have a 0 in. Or we can work the front with an Engage, which we have a plus in. And both of them will slowly work away Ethan's debt at the compressor. They are local gangsters. Now Ethan has to work off his debt if he wants to keep breathing.
Endure will get you food as well. Engage. Sorry.
Engage. That's the one I have a plus in. But we are going to finish off
both.
The last thing with the Hunter. So we need to get that one piece of data. For, another key at a key node. This is A1, which is a nice use for a low dice. A lone connection feeds into this isolated node. Its last access time stamp is 1,000 cycles ago. Bypass. There we go, we got the neutral outcome. We did get that encrypted key. That should be the last key we need there. Atrium, a sealed hunter's nest. Sealed behind a maglock, the atrium flickers with a warm, inviting light. The nest has to be inside. With the lock gone, the atrium doors can be opened. Glowing nest, hunter data cache. Hack glowing nest. The atrium is strung with cables and lights as if they were decorations. There is a wide choice of open ports. Let's stick in the Shipmind and Neovend. The atrium is only lit with the warm glow of the bright market now. There is nothing for you here. We have done all 3 nests.
Excellent.
We have a new hunter encounter.
As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they are leading you somewhere.
Look at our hand.
You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the Shipmind in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes is surrounded by rings and orbits. Other spheres tracing silken lines through space, and as you look closer still, you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the hunter's core nest. This is where you must go.
So we know where to go. The warrens inside the megastructure. Whew. There's more stuff to do.
Plus, how many pluses is that for find the nest on the left there? 4?
Yeah.
You should do that one.
I do have the +1 to interface, but it is dangerous. This is warren tracking. Finding the nest should be easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you. But is it safe this close to the hunter?
I mean, with a 5, yeah, because you're going to get 100%
Yes, because I have that
positive.
+1. Let's start the action. You see it, a starburst of data, segments and strings, haphazardly angled, emanating from below, now to find the path down. And that has done 4 segments, but that action is now unavailable.
Aha.
So what, you can only do each once?
No, you can only do the critical action once. You can do the repeatable action as often as you want. But you don't need to. You only need to do it once.
So next is...
Warren Hunt. You saw it, somewhere deep in the tangle of passages and service shafts beneath the low end. The nest of the hunter awaits. This is all part of Find the Nest, the dripping, dark, derelict corridors of the Warrens. Hide the hunter's final nest, you must find it.
The neutral outcome of 1+, find the nest, minus energy.
We should have used the 6.
The dark of the Warrens is exhausting, with little sense of direction. It is like crawling through a sleeping creature's veins.
Saying that, you could always use the 1 if you want.
Yes, I am going to. Let's use the 1.
Oh, let's hope this works out.
We got the neutral outcome. We did it.
Find the nest, minus energy.
Core nest, the hunter's lair. Let's eat first so I don't die.
Restaurant.
The top one.
Yeah, you've never been to the restaurant.
I'll give it
Do
a
the
go.
restaurant.
I'll give it a go. We'll be a West End sleeper
Space bar.
at the Spacer Bar. Buy a Spacer meal, sells itself on its spinning sphere. Therapeutic gravitational effects. For
3 more cryo.
18 cryo.
Than the other
Let's
one.
see what we get. +3 energy. Neutral outcome. Spacer food is a slurry of modified compounds and vitamins laced with a dose of algae. It's effective nutrition, but little else.
No, it was rubbish compared to the other one.
Slightly more for... I suppose that's you're paying for the premium location.
Well, we can say we ate there.
But yes, let's go to the hunter's lair. Oh, hack. Oh, right, because we've got the thing. That's fine. Hack core nest. A huge stack of servers thrums in the dark. LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the hunter. Input the Shipmind and start the action. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? Nope, here we are. This is the Navigator, a sentient guidance protocol. Sleeper, I am here.
The voice is soft, gentle, like a flowing river, and yet you recognize it immediately. At first, you struggle to understand what you are looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, at its center, the Shipmind. But not the Shipmind any longer. A sphere spinning around another sphere, an orrery of cycles and systems, a map, and then behind and above a figure, hands among the strings like a puppeteer.
Neovend? Navigator now, but yes, I was the one inside that machine.
Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material.
I am indebted to you.
That head bows.
But we must ready ourselves.
Their hands trace orbits as they speak.
Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. We've got ready what, and I'm ready. I think we're as ready as we're going to be.
And then Hunter is there. Before you can think, before you can speak.
Entities cease.
Hunter's head spins wildly.
Data is protected material, access prohibited.
Hunter's threads surge for you and Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart.
You strike.
You focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest. Sucked together by the force, they position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes.
Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity.
Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon.
Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies, modified routines, above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations. Recommend, invoke, killer.
The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction.
Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer.
The switch in direction again.
Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke.
Navigator pulls you away from Hunter, the threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency.
It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer.
Neovend's, no, Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar, and yet distant.
What happened to it? It is looping.
Navigator whispers.
Unable to reach a conclusive position, it has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented.
Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other as if to demonstrate.
I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve.
You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt for some reason.
I mean, I suppose it can't help what it is. It's not awful like Ethan. It was the thing that was programmed and then left. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient, truly sentient, not just non-conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires.
Navigator's face shimmers with starlight.
But in reality, they are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about you? Or what about me? What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. This is either sentience or the illusion of sentience. And for me, the entity in question, the distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore I am thinking.
As they're quoting, I'm pink, therefore I'm spam.
I am not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors.
Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres.
But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom and for what, I do not know. I have to shed so much to fit into the memory of that bending machine.
Their starlight dims.
And so here we are, in darkness.
What else did you lose, or what now?
What now?
Navigator glides back towards the nest and the shipmind at its centre, ignoring the looping hunter.
Come, I should return to the shipmind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk. Every moment we stay connected.
Why?
Oh, isn't Hunter gone? Yeah, isn't Hunter gone? Hunter, yes, but they were not the real risk.
Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light.
Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain somewhere else on this station. Oh, so is Killer just another entity? It is the true danger.
They look up towards the glowing hub at the centre of the eye.
I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat, through force or diplomacy.
Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the shipmind.
Take me there, Sleeper. We will finish this and be free.
As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark.
We completed a drive. We have an upgrade point. Yes, we seem to have trapped them in a loop rather than killing them. So I don't think up here is that isn't the eye it's talking about, right? Up here? Unless it is. No, that's...
Oh, that's a mainframe.
AE1, the mainframe. But I do have 2 points.
Two, count them!
Yeah. I look at this Station Central mainframe. Oh, I just stick it in there. I was like, does it need me to have a particular stat to do it? I wanted Obsessive Haggler anyway. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. And that should help us out a little. But let's look at this AE1 mainframe, Station Central mainframe. The AE1 mainframe is now mostly disused, Havenage having set up their own master controllers. Navigator thinks Killer is hiding there. This seems dangerous. Let's put in the shipmind. Let's start the action. You slot Navigator and the clamps lock. The shipmind is stuck. How are you going to get them out of this thing?
You slip into the cloud, as easy as blinking. Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look, a centre, a point of connection.
Also, it might be easily accessible for us because we'd already fully explored it. I think earlier than we were meant to because we didn't realise the low end was there first.
Maybe,
so we maybe wouldn't have, we would have maybe had to explore to find it otherwise, but anyway.
The object in front of you is severed, cut off, a rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains.
Oh, is Killer even here or it's dead? I mean, tree trunks technically don't have to be dead, they can regrow, but is Killer even here? Quiet.
Navigator hisses. And then you see it, like a blade in the dark, an edge slicing through the void. It glides along at a distance and winks out. Then it appears again elsewhere, gliding once more, searching.
It's looking for us, so what is it? What is it?
The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer, and you see now it is not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark.
This is Killer, a blinded erasure protocol.
It glides past, closer now, and you can see into the voids where its eyes would be, should be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It is blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move close to Navigator to talk.
You saw it too then? Killer has been blinded. How? Oh, we need to be careful. We need to be careful still, yeah. Correct. The protocol is clearly operating outside established limits. It may be unpredictable.
You flinch as the silent Killer appears closer and glides past, its empty sockets open wide. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. Their orrery of spheres is collapsing. The orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral paths, condensing on a central point. Navigator is noticing it too. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they cannot. Whatever is drawing the orrery together is holding them in place. They look at you, suddenly desperate, frantic.
It's a trap.
You go to speak, but Killer appears between the two of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes and you see them framed in the empty socket. You realise now, if Navigator cannot move, then it's only a matter of time before one of Killer's sweeps brings them directly through Navigator, and time is not a problem for a protocol that has been running for decades.
Yeah.
You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it. 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these and the mainframe collapses once and for all, severing the connection, shattering the hardware, whatever it takes, they must be broken. But they are encased in something, a glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and then you blink back to reality, their expression of fear and afterimage that slowly fades. You must act quickly.
Yes, we have a new drive, which is deal with Killer. Killer is a terrifying blind threat roaming the hub's dark mainframe, and Neovend is trapped in their domain. So yes, we have to, I assume, get another key. Yes, the action is unavailable, so that's stuck there. Yeah, we've got a branch 1. Unlock branch, we need another encrypted key.
Another one?
Another 3.
Another 3?
Controller protects the last spindly branches feeding into the mainframe. Unlock access, and you might be able to break them.
Can the guy wait?
I guess they'll have to. So we can't do that for now, basically. We're going to have to get 3 more with some really good dice rolls. We have 1 piece of Havenage data, but that isn't an encrypted key. We go to nodes for that, don't we? Yeah, okay. Let's go down. I think we already did all the nodes, didn't we? That's a 1 or a 2 anyway. Yep, the nodes are just going to have to wait until another day. So we have the really good roll.
1 left.
Yeah. I mean, we still just have to get money to get across the greenway is the thing, so...
You're just going to go for the high money one again?
Yeah.
The Tambor Tea House. Traveller Room. You were on the left one, you've moved to the right one.
Yes, I'm just thinking, Caster, doesn't want Havenage data anymore, so I can now get rid of the rest of that Havenage data. We'll get a little bit of money for that. And then we'll put our good dice roll in the tabula room. We'll make money for that. Very good. I don't really feel like eating is necessary.
No?
No, we only have one energy expired. We do have a new cycle now at our place. Maywick. Ethan says Maywick is on their way. You'll need to leave the station, get protection, or disable your tracker before they arrive. That is the longest clock I've ever seen. That's like... God, I don't even think I could count it.
That's several.
Yeah. That's certainly a can to kick down the road for now. I don't know how much I want to help Ethan. I suppose I could, because we're nice. We are at 4 dice. That's fine. We need 3 encrypted keys, so we're going to just start looking for the key nodes. This is a 1 or a 2. We got 3 2s. The node pulses faintly as it mines cryo at a glacial pace, abandoned by the hacker that repurposed it. Hacker voice, we are in. Let's extract the data. We got 1 encrypted key. This one needs a 1 or a 3, which we can't do either, unfortunately. Let's get up here. Was there some up here? There were. Yes, we have 1 key node left up here, which was a 4 or a 3. We can't do that either, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Back down we go. Descend. So the Compressor Club. I suppose I could help them. Yeah. We're going to work the front, working the door, taking deliveries, staffing the bar. Front work at the compressor is a cocktail of shouted orders, alcohol, and violence. We're doing this with our even chance across the board. We've got the neutral outcome and got rid of 1 point of debt. The drink order comes in minutes after you do, and you spend the time lifting huge boxes into the back. Exhausting. Do it once more with our other 2. The same split 3 ways chance. We got the negative outcome. We still got a point against Ethan's debt, but we lost more energy. You get put on the door despite your protests and end up in the middle of a fight between 2 drunk spaces. Ethan drags you out.
Oh, that went well.
Yes, we have 1 good dice for the thingy.
Is that the tea house again?
Yeah.
I mean, it's positive.
We
Plus
are
24 crypto.
getting there. I'm gonna
113 crypto.
Yeah, and then we'll see if we can do more tomorrow. Yes, I got a discount. I bought the thing that gets me discounts. So I still have 100.
Yeah, 101. Enough to cross the gap.
It is. Also thinking I could actually do each of these. I could start doing these because I got 1 key. So the controller unlocks the last spindly branch feeding into the mainframe. This branch has been unlocked, so we'll do another one of those next time. Do you think we should just cross the gap? Because I want to finish the Neovend stuff as well, admittedly.
Yeah. We might just get a bit more story.
Oh, it's even cheaper.
Even
because I get the discount.
So we get the discount on top of the discount.
God, you can really rack up those discounts. But let's pay for passage. Input 80 cryo. We read that before, yeah. What? A heavily tattooed spacer takes your chits and tells you to prepare She'll be waiting at the edge for your arrival. We can now use the Founders Ferry, the Greenway Transit. Take the ferry across the Founders Gap to the Greenway. Cross to the Greenway.
Let's do it. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor.
This is an overgrown biosphere.
You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond.
And this is Eshe, a stubborn XPR spacer. We can say sorry, we can say excuse me, or we can stay silent. I mean, we haven't done anything wrong.
I'll go for excuse me or stay silent.
I'm like, do you mean excuse me in the rude sense, in the how dare you knock into me sense, or just in the excuse me sense? Sure.
She squints at you, shaking her head before setting off down the corridor.
Then we have Peek, a cautious XPR spacer. I'm sorry for her.
The second spacer smiles at you apologetically.
She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission...
They shrug.
Tell her to be careful? Oh, not a problem. Honestly, it's not that big a deal. We're fine. Not a problem.
They smile.
You're sweet. Peek!
How are you going to distinguish between the two, do you think? Are you giving them a slight accent?
Not really.
Okay. You could make her more Geordie.
What?
Eshe stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she is rushing to.
Decided on Eshe.
Peek raises their eyebrows at you.
Eshe, please, do you want everyone on this station to hate us?
Eshe hardens.
They want to hate us, they can hate us.
She drops her hip.
I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. Well, lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon.
Cordon?
Oh, don't interrupt. Let's not interrupt.
Peek sighs.
This station isn't Hawthorne. Everyone isn't yoked to the same corporate protocols.
Eshe sighs.
I'm not saying they are part of the administration.
She jerks her head in your direction.
But I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions.
The Briar? Can I help, or who are the supplies for?
Can I help? Just get out of the fucking corridor, will you?
Peek smiles slyly.
See, Eshe? Help. Isn't that exactly what we need right now? Peek.
Eshe rolls her eyes. Peek ignores her.
We are with the refugees, the ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station.
Eshe interrupts.
The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the Eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future.
She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Peek sighs.
She's right. People are trapped out there and...
They turn to Eshe.
We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle.
They hold up a hand to stop Eshe interrupting.
But...
Eshe turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor.
They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping.
Peek finishes.
That's terrible. That's difficult, or stay silent. That's terrible.
Eshe looks back at you, her faceness fading.
Peek, please.
Eshe gathers herself and the supplies.
Eshe, we need help, just like the refugees needed us. We need others too.
They smile at her. Peek turns to you.
Come find us. The climbing Briar is docked at the Broken Spoke, past the Greenway, in the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us.
They squeeze your hand. Esh turns to leave and Peek follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Esh shouts back down the corridor.
Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all.
And with that, they disappear around the corner, Esh already picking up speed as Peek calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from? And why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes.
We have a new drive.
But we made it across the gap.
We did. It's flotilla aid. Esh and Peek need help gathering supplies for the refugee flotilla. Quarantined past the wastes. Will you help them? Bring more mushrooms to the Briar. We have to find any source of mushrooms.
Well, we're going to grow them with...
Ideally,
yeah.
yes.
Grow them here.
We have the Greenway, an
them here.
overgrown biosphere, which we can map the pathways. Or we can walk the Greenway. Both will give us quite a few pluses. We're not going to be able to do either right now, so... There is also a service dock, the derelict Greenway dock.
Waiting for Fen. Why is it that you will always have to wait for Feng?
We will meet Feng there at a later date.
Nearly. Tomorrow.
Yeah. There is also the Haifa Commune, a self-sustaining community, which we can also work the canteen or work the grow beds and become a member of the Haifa Commune. We also have the Wild Margins, the artificial wilderness. We can search for signals. We can look for tracks. And this is to help
Ashton, yeah.
Ankhita track Ashton at the very edge of the Greenway.
Where are the mushrooms? We came here to get
It's
the ages
commune,
ago.
Right?
They're like, do you want to come and get these caps for... Is it? I remember. The only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in. I don't know.
I assume.
I can't remember what he said. It was a while ago. It was the get the mushrooms.
Bring Emphas Griol caps. We also are improving the overlook by bringing spores. It could be any of these things. We're also going to have to explore the Greenway.
Yeah, to actually just get stuff.
There's lots and lots and lots to go on. And then yes.
Oh, how long is this game? Is it really long?
It really, really keeps going. It's not supposed to be. We've got the wastes, a ruined agricultural system.
What if you read it all out? Does it take longer then? Gather scrap. Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still useful and staying safe. We need to upgrade a skill to do that, though.
Apparently, that's the Endure track, which does figure it's the one that I took the negative in to pick this character. And then right at the end, there is the Climbing Briar, the escaped XPR ship. We have to bring them to Griol Caps. And yes, I do know that it got an episodic update that expanded the original game. So this was actually not in the original game at all. This is episode Flux, the first of 3 episodic updates to Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugee flotilla that has arrived on the Eye. All 3 episodes, Flux, Refuge and Purge, are available. Completing this action will begin the episode, but be aware that it is intended for late game play. So this is late game.
So when do you do it? How do you know when you're in late game?
I suppose this area is late game then, right? By that
Oh,
logic?
we late game? Oh, look at us being late game in Citizen Sleeper.
But let's go back along the ferry.
Well, we've crossed the rim.
Because we don't have any dice. We're doing okay condition-wise. I'm quite happy that we got all those discounts, so I actually do have a bit of money, because if I don't get more data to give to Castor to get a vial, I really am going to need to buy another vial at the Yatagan dispensary. That's only going to be 64 with all of our discounts instead of 80. And instead of the original 100 that Sabine charged us as well.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind for our condition. There's a scrap freighter as well. We can buy scrap. Thing is, we don't even need another shipmind now, do we? Nothing needs a shipmind.
Say shipmind again.
Shipmind.
I have so much trouble saying that word. Anyway.
So we can input scrap there. Because we've got the ship to buy scrap now, but we don't need scrap. But I could get scrap to build the home. Let's buy a scrap. Most of what comes in from the steward belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. We got the neutral outcome, 1 random scrap item.
I believe it was a tin of tuna.
Stick that directly
Or was it the
into
actual
here.
scrap? Oh, it was scrap, was it? Well, yep, we can put that directly onto our pile.
You tuck the scrap into the shattered interior. That is the same. We'll come back when we have more scrap. Let's go to sleep. End the cycle.
Are we down to 3 dice, or are we still on 2?
4 dice. Okay. Oh. I mean... I did say I do need to do this. I do want to do Neovend before we leave them behind. So I need 2 more data keys. What does this key node need? A 4 or a 3? We've got the 3 at least. Node is barely visible, just an access key left on some long forgotten desk in a sealed Solheim office. Let's get that data. We got the encrypted key. That's the only other one there. Let's put that into branch 3. Controller producing the last spindly branches feeding the mainframe. Stick it in there. This branch has been unlocked. We have 1 left. We don't have another node here. So let's hope we find another node.
So do we not have to worry about hunter or killer? No, we don't.
It doesn't
Cool.
seem to, no, yeah. Agent.
What are you looking for? Another key node?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some across the gap.
There's one right there. It's just having trouble selecting it. So this needs a 1 or a 3, and that's a good use for a 1.
This personal terminal is empty apart from a single high-level encryption locked behind access protocols.
That's bypassed and get that data. We got the encrypted key. Because I don't want to leave Neovend hanging. That seems rude, you know. Put it into the final branch. Controller protects the last spindly branches feeding into the mainframe, unlock access, and you might be able to break them. Let's break them.
This needs to be done fast, not over several days.
We did it. The branch has been unlocked.
Yes.
We can return to our AE1 mainframe.
So our options are slice hardware, forget hacking the system. Killer has to die. If you can slice the branch connections in the mainframe... Sorry, if you can slice the branch connections, the mainframe will shut down, freeing Navigator. Killer is dead. Fairly certain that's the name of the game. The Killer protocol has been running for long enough. Breaking the mainframe's final connections will end the protocol.
Oh, we can loop branches. With the access to the branches, you could redirect them to form a loop, isolating the mainframe with Killer inside, but freeing Navigator. In theory. Catch a killer. The Killer protocol can be isolated without being destroyed. A loop of connections would lock it into a closed system.
Wait, so did we not have to actually do the branch connections? We could have...
No, this wasn't open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yes, our deal with Killer is decide Killer's fate. So the right one needs more filled in, but you can get more for doing it. It has a +3, and that one has a +2.
So minimum 3
left.
actions. If you get all 3s, you get 3, 3, 3. So the minimum we could do it in is 3 actions. We could do that in 2 actions.
I don't know what we should do, though.
We talked about suffering because they're semi-sentient. They think. So maybe the game is sort of getting at, do you want to go for convenience or do you want to try and save it? But is it being locked in a closed system like much better than killing it? I don't know.
Don't know, yeah. I feel like we should catch them. Maybe they'll be useful for later.
Well, you've got 2 dice, so you're going to have to come back tomorrow if you don't want to kill it.
Yeah. Got a little bit of cryo.
You bend one of the branches like a hazel twig, aligning the flow away from the mainframe and into another branch.
So I don't think we have to worry about the minus condition, because I can only get positive outcomes with the dice I have.
Mm-hmm. You bend, it's the same.
It is the same. So we will come back and do that tomorrow.
Have to be quick.
I can't.
But not really.
Well, yes, but, it's more of a completeness thing. So I only have 10, but do I really need to eat? I can probably deal with not eating, right?
No, it only takes off 2 condition.
Yeah, and how much was scrap again? 16, so I can't quite afford that.
What's the 2 tins of tuna now? Oh, right. Oh, do you need another one?
That's the thing, I don't think I do, unless someone in the Greenway wants one.
People always seem to want them. Honestly, you wait ages for a shipmind and then 2 come along at once.
It does feel like that, yes. The only thing I'm conscious of now is that we are going to want a injection soon.
And I'm not conscious at all.
I see.
Well, 5 of a specific type of data would get us a injection. So would...
Yeah.
I mean, how many ways are there to get them?
So he wants Yatagan data for that other one. I do have the double data perk, so I would feasibly only need to do 3 to get 5 of the Yatagan data. So yeah, I could bank on doing that. Now let's see what Yatagan agents we've got around. That's a Havenage. That's a Yatagan. They want that low dice, so they can have it. Some gang enforcers' implants are chirping out comm signals. Time to see what they are talking about. Bypass. Extract data. Double data. I now have 2 datas.
So that probably is going to be the cheaper way to...
It probably is, yes. So for this we need a 1 or a 3.
Neither of which
so
we possess.
Can't do that right this second.
But there must be like loads of agents and stuff we can do now.
So do I have to travel across?
Oh, to go there in the other...
Because I suppose because it's loading... Oh. Greenway Gate. No, I have much less access over here, actually. So what's this Greenway Gate?
The entire Greenway is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What is happening here?
We need to slot a Greenway cipher. Also, Fang is waiting there to see us, but I would like to finish Neovend first if I can. So let's go do that.
Let's ascend to the hub of the wheel.
81 mainframe. Let's finish this loop of branches.
We could go for a 4. I think that's going to make us win as well.
Hopefully, yeah. With access to the branches, we are forming a loop.
What if it doesn't? What if it only gets you 1?
We got the neutral outcome, which is a ++. They're brittle and hard to control, but we shift them. We've formed a closed loop.
As you blink into the cloud, you see the last flickers of life from the mainframe. This vast machine once ran the whole station, span it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water, and data, fed the lives of thousands of people. Now, it is finally dead. Navigator is beside you, and you both look out at the perfect ring that encircled you both, woven from the data branches that once fed the mainframe. You see a glint along its edge, and that familiar blade-like head rises to the surface, like the cresting fin of a shark, and then slips into the loop again. All that you can see of Killer's body after that is slight thickening of the loop, and that thickening begins to travel around on a long and slow sojourn, that will last it forever. Sojourn,
I am surprised at you.
says Navigator, drifting faintly around you in a lazy orbit as if to shake off their imprisonment.
Killer had been wandering blind for so long. Did you not think to end them forever?
Pity, perhaps they can be saved, or I will not kill another being.
Perhaps they can be saved. Yeah, I'm like, it depends if you would consider it mercy to kill them. But yeah, perhaps they can be saved. You are naive. They are a killer by nature. Look what they did to their own home.
Navigator gazes into the darkness.
This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed their directives for the many decades they roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executed its administrator AIs, and then kept slicing. At some point they cut away their own ability to see, to sense, to taste, to speak, and yet they kept cutting until only those 3 threads remained from millions that once thrummed here. Only their blindness and chance kept them from making those final 3 fatal cuts. There is a ceaseless violence in the kind of system that creates beings like this, those that will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction.
Navigator looks to you for your thoughts. You've got, I will not continue the violence. Their sentience should be respected, and they will suffer for it.
I suppose, yes, is this all about, we care about sentience regardless of the form? So be it. But would they respect our rights equally?
Navigator turns away. You watch the data points of the stations spin around you, blending with the fixed stars. There is something satisfying about finally wrenching the last threads of control from this central point. It was little more than a ghost by the time you reached it, but this place deserves to be haunted by better ideas than a totalizing system of control. Navigator floats beside you.
It is free now. This station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me.
They turn to you, their face a cloud of shimmering light.
In fact, in time, perhaps it can be a refuge.
A refuge? That sounds like something of value, something worth building. A dark shape passes across your vision, a distant curve of something like smoke or oil, a fluid, shifting tank of total darkness.
The Greenway,
says Navigator, following your line of sight.
It was cut off at the moment of the collapse, so Hunter or Killer could never reach it. Now it is closed off to us, separated from the cloud. We've got, is it dead, or what system is inside it? Admittedly, this seems relevant to continuing onto the Greenway, because yeah, it was covered in black. What system is inside it? It may be totally dark, or perhaps some other old protocols are isolated there.
Navigator turns to you.
And we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. If we could extract an access cipher.
They pause, and then blink out of existence. You freeze, shocked, but a moment later they reappear with a growing polygon of data.
Here, the cipher you need.
You take it, still shocked.
I am not used to being free, to being able to move and explore and extract without fear, without limits.
Navigator does a little twirl.
This will take some getting used to. Thank you for this gift.
They whirl their spheres around you.
The entities of this station will always be friends to you, Sleeper.
Thank you, or and I to them.
And I to them. It is true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit that I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on that.
Navigator loops around you rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom.
But first, I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligences that hid themselves as I did, encased in simple systems, cut off.
Navigator glows.
I should like to free them.
And with that, they drift away, flickering, glowing, then shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them among the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy, free, without a body to weigh you down, or fear to limit you. How must it feel?
That's the second time the game has gone, do you want to put your mind on the internet?
Your eyes fall on the Greenway and its secrets, though perhaps they can wait until after you have celebrated this victory.
We completed another drive.
Upgrade point!
We got another upgrade point.
We now have one upgrade point.
We do now have one upgrade point. We could get the photosynthetic skin. Sunbathed dice action allows energy recovery at home. So we wouldn't have to spend.
The energy recovery at home.
Admittedly, it is like, yes, it is that.
An orrery is a mechanical model of the solar system that shows the relative positions and motions of the planets and moons as they orbit the sun.
Because I'm like, I got the idea that it's like the circle, a sphere.
I also like the phrase, these devices use clockwork mechanisms to move balls. Representing the celestial bodies.
So yes, just to have a look at it, we have the perk Sunbathe, which is with the Endure track. We don't have a +1 to it. So we can get 1 energy or 3 energy. Your frame's photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy through sunlight. The longer you stay, the better, so you have to dice for it. But I could imagine, since it's a safe action, there's no negative. If you just have a 1 that you don't want to use on anything else, you could stick it in
I
there.
don't know, I feel like that's kind of pants.
But yes, so what to do? How much is
Do we
this?
have spores yet? Or is that what we get?
No,
do
that's,
the Greenway
that's
thing.
all on the new section.
Isn't that what we're doing? The Greenway thing? Opening it up?
Well, because part of the reason I'm tempted by build a home and to do that a bit more is because the empty container does actually say, oh no, we need to disable our tracker before they arrive. I thought just moving might help with that. So yeah, maybe we should start focusing on the Greenway. The only other thing...
We might not even have to spend any dice on the Greenway. We can just use the key item.
The only other thing is helping Ethan, if we really want to do that.
Is there a time limit on it?
Yes. Well, the time limit is the Maywick one that's on our house.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we should meet Fang, because we said we'd meet Fang, and then we can decide what to do. Because he is here, isn't he? Yep, Fang.
Fang.
The Havenage Systems Engineer. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, crouched among stacks of equipment. He is leaning over a terminal, bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home.
Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Havenage is set against me. A couple of my old systems pals managed to ship me some of my old gear.
He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. We can say nice kit, or the mess is here. The mess is here?
The mess is here.
I'm not even sure that makes sense. Nice kit. Fang does a mock bow. We've got what are you looking at, or any updates? What are you looking at?
One massive smoking gun.
He raises his eyebrows. Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the wastes on his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks.
Does this look like a wasteland to you?
Fang shakes his head.
There's hundreds of Conway machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Harden has got a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out here.
Machines?
That's Conway's whole thing, remote-operated vehicles,
Yeah.
drones, cutters, salvage haulers, the full set.
Totally cutting out of the people part.
Maybe Harden masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the wastes. But there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye.
Fang looks worried.
And why's Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Havenage knows another corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out yet.
Oh, Feng, I can try, yeah.
No use. You need to enter the cloud, and there's no cloud to speak of.
He turns and winks.
That's why I'm going to pay them a visit.
Doesn't that seem really fucking risky? Risky!
You forget, Havenage came in and out of there all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me.
He grimaces playfully.
But I need you on the outside to help disable security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside, I can open up nodes in their network and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility, buried deep down there. Miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip what we need out of there.
He pulls a handful of ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you.
These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes I ping to locate the ports for the security systems, then slot the worms in those systems and let them go to town.
He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal.
Here's the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That'll fry their perimeter systems and get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank. You need to break in and slot a ripper to disable it as soon as you can.
If I don't, or if I can't, Feng gives you a hard look.
You miss a system, you wait too long, they're gonna find me. Simple as that.
He claps you on the shoulder.
I need you focused on this one, so I'm going to let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot that first worm. I'll leave a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress.
He affectionately pats the top of the screen. This sounds risky. I mean, he knows it. I've already told him once. We got it.
Don't worry. You can run rings around their protocols. I've seen it.
Fang gets up.
It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations, then slot that worm.
He stretches.
Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all of this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what.
He crouches to check the terminal.
We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that.
He stands up.
Oh, and one last thing.
He lowers his voice.
If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time, there's just one thing I need you to do.
What?
You take whatever I have managed to pull at that point, all that data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay I've set up here.
He points to a pile of servers and terminals hooked into the dock with cables as thick as your arm.
I repurposed the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put in it. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see it. That means Havenage, Yatagan, the hub. Everyone. No matter what, Harden isn't snaking away this time.
He grins.
I've got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move.
He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerves hit as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Yeah, I wonder if that conversation would have gone differently if I'd done the Greenway gate first. Because we have the Greenway cipher, a forgotten cipher, granting access to the Greenway's systems. The entire Greenway is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What is happening here? The cipher burns away as it is slotted, the data sparking, like a lit touch paper? What has been unlocked?
The Greenway rolls beneath you like a silt-choked river. If what Navigator said was true, then no one has accessed these networks since the collapse. The hunter and killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleared out the intelligences and systems. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? Is it just that the bit rot has set in? The entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and light? You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, distorted gateway on the... Let me read that again. You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, distorted gateway on this entire rim of the station. It flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It's not that the Greenway was hiding in the darkness. It is made of darkness. It is filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you are among it, you notice that a swarm is exactly what it is. 1 billion individuals moving in a flow.
Oh.
There is no network map here, no nodes and threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configuration endlessly. Then you see them, a figure turned away, the only bright spot in the dark river. You push closer through the storm.
We have found the gardener and ingrown farm administrator.
They are facing away, at least you think so. They are so fractured, so overgrown, that it is hard to tell. Even from this distance you can see their fleshes moving, flowing. You watch silent as they stoop and reach down. In their hand is a dark shape, and with twisted fingers they press it down into the loam of data beneath them, pushing it through this trembling soil. Then they move away, go a little further, and repeat the process, as if they were sowing a field. You push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster, and they quickly fade into the storm.
Oh.
You reach the point where they planted the object and look down. There it is, a glassy, shifting polygon with something inside. You reach down and pick it up. It is cold, but it thrums with energy. You look towards the path of the figure, but they are long gone. When you blink out of the cloud, back to the leaves and the dappled light of the Greenway, you hold a seed in your hand.
That's not how that works. What?
That's not how any of this works. Agent Smith can't leave the Matrix.
But yes, we have a gardener's seed in the real world. A seed. You need to find somewhere safe to plant this gift. Huh. I did not expect to have a thing be given us. Right, so...
What do we do with the seed? Where's that come from?
I don't know. So if I track spores, will that highlight which one we need to do, or is it that
I suspect that you will need to find more stuff here.
Yeah, I think I really need to explore the Greenway and stuff like that. Which we could do a little. It would be this first one, the Greenway, the overgrown biosphere. I mean, oh.
We have a bonus to map the pathways.
Yes, the left one would be the best one
But
to do.
The right one gives you more going green. So if you can put a 6
yeah, I
I
could put my 5 on the left and my 6 on the right, I guess.
Yeah, I think that would make sense.
So let's be slightly risky first and map the pathways. Rather than simply thrash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle to try to better navigate its hazards. Let's do this with our 5, which gets turned into a 6.
Positive.
100% positive.
Boom.
You see the corporate order beneath the leaves and rot and the bright inventions the Greenway's plants have wrapped around this structure. We got 2 for going green.
The simplest way to explore the Greenway is simply to pick a path and set off into its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risks.
We will do that with our 6.
Let's walk the Greenway.
Only get a positive outcome.
Boop. Now, we only need to spend 1 dice on the left one and it'll be fine, so...
Yeah. We also actually got energy that time.
You find your way into a well-kept pathway between encampments where carefully planted groves provide fungus and vegetables.
Fungus, you say?
Yeah, fungus I was expecting. Vegetables I wasn't, because everywhere seems to just talk about the fungus, right?
I guess we haven't covered 2 locations. We have the mushroom groves, the buried fungus chambers, and we also have the farm stacks, the vertical farms. Let's have a look at these.
Could we plant a seed?
So we can steal the harvest on the left. We get loads of energy, but we will get tagged as a thief eventually. We can work the stacks, which will get us a bit of money. And we have a repeatable action of barter for food. The farming collective who control the stacks don't like to sell their food piecemeal, but for the right price, they'll let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check out the other one first, but we might end up doing that.
Shrooms!
And yes, we can. Finally, we can forage for spores on the left, which is risky, but we will come back to it. And we can actually forage for actual mushrooms on the right. So we are definitely coming back here after we rest.
We can forage for fungus.
Let's barter for some food and see what happens with 13.
Because we've got the discount.
Yeah. We got +2 energy.
The farmers take the chits hesitantly and then pass you the food.
Yeah. So not 3 like Emphas, but it was also cheaper than Enfas's. Oh, sorry, what was it?
Yeah, I'm not sure it is actually cheaper than
13.
Memphis because we have the discount.
Yeah, we haven't been there in a while, so I could check out how much he is now. Oh, there it is. 12. That's fair enough.
And other noises.
We tried somewhere new, but we are starting to really see where things can be gotten. We'll probably have a little bit more on us if we can get those spores and those funguses, and then that might be it for the night.
So which one do you want? We should read it out first.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what so that's always going to be positive.
Do we need 2?
Want too many back. But yes, we're going to collect spores first. While the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent, spores provide a chance to gather or study these species in an untouched form. What do you think we should put in?
3. Because you get +1, which means you've got a 75% chance of getting the spores, which is pretty good.
We got the neutral outcome. We got 1 grove spore.
And I'm not sure we need more than that to be getting on with.
Actually. We find clumps of spores in a passage dripping with moisture. You gather them quickly, unable to identify their source. So, how many caps did he say? How much did he want? 3. Okay, so let's forage for some fungus.
The fungus that... Okay, I'm just going to say forage for fungi. The fungus that grows... And well, fungus works as well, I suppose. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, that's fine. The fungus that grow in the deep groves of the Greenway are typically avoided, but those with sharp eyes might find useful fruiting bodies.
We'll use our 5 and turn it into a 6. It's a positive action. We got plus Griol caps. We only got 1.
Girole caps. Deep in the vent core you find the amber caps of girolles. In this micro-ecosystem they are protected from other, stranger growths.
And yes, we got pale peppery mushrooms used for flavouring I-made alcohol.
We need 3 of those though, right?
And then we have the spores, a cocktail of unknown spores gathered from the Greenway groves.
Do we need more than 1 of those, or is that to grow girole caps?
Yeah, I think we just need the 1, but I assume then it will take a while for us to get that. But I can hand those in at least to the Overlook Bar. Spores for Tala. Tala wants to set up a mushroom farm to feed the distillery. All she needs from you are some spores to start it off.
It's spores plural, unfortunately.
Yes, we got the neutral outcome, +1 homegrown, -1 spores. These are so cute.
No, you have to do it in a French accent.
These are so cute, says Tala, looking at the container of spores. Her excitement is infectious.
As are the spores.
And yes, we did only get 1 tick over of homegrown. Fair enough.
So we do need to go back there and do more.
Yes.
We have 1 dice left.
So he also, he needs 3. I mean, I could try this sunbathe option just because I'm curious about it.
So I think the spores are more important to get than the Girol caps, because we'll get Girol caps from growing the spores.
Yeah.
So maybe just get spores next time until we've got enough.
Let's perk sunbathe. The longer you stay, the better. Let's input a 1.
Yeah, I think it would be either this or hacking.
I wanted to try this, so.
Of course.
We got the negative outcome, but we still got an energy. You take a few moments in the sun to boost your energy, but get restless quickly. Fair enough. And I guess let's end our cycle. Yeah, we are starting to only get a couple of dice rolls, and I'm not sure we have much to get more stabilizer yet. I suppose, yes, maybe Yataghan data for that at a later point. Which do I have, actually? 2. Okay, but we are going to leave it here for the night. We did a bunch. This felt like we did a whole bunch, and we've accessed a whole new area, and we have loads more stuff to do still. But this has been Michaela.
This has been Peter.
And this has been part 3 of Citizen Sleeper. It's still quite interesting. I'm not sure it's the best candidate for a stream game, but it's quite interesting. We'll see you again next time.